Hi, I'm Chizune. This is the easiest exercise you can do to lose weight, and people don't even see this as an exercise. So, backstory: in 2021, I decided to lose weight, but before then, in 2020, when there was a lockdown, I decided not to leave my house. I didn't leave my house, I didn't leave my room. All I ever did was to eat my noodles. So I was just eating my noodles, and the only time I ever left my room was to go get another carton of noodles from the person I buy it from. Then at a point I started buying 2 cartons at a time because I was eating so much that I was finishing a carton in less than a week. I was eating at least 20 packs of biscuits a day, and that's not even including the breakfast, lunch and supper I was having at home. This was just like my added appetizer, and I swole up, like I got really big. And then when I looked at myself in the mirror, I was very, very dissatisfied with myself. And so because I was very dissatisfied with myself, I just kept eating. I kept eating. Like, no, I don't know the secrets about food, but then whenever you feel down and then you're eating, like, you just, for that moment, you've forgotten every single thing that's making you not happy with yourself. And that was me during that period. I just kept eating. I wasn't leaving my house, I wasn't going anywhere, so I didn't really care how I looked until I finally decided to leave my house, and I was very displeased with the way I was very displeased with the way I looked. Like, I looked really bad. Like, I think that's the biggest I've ever been. I call my face like a puff face. Like, I'll probably insert a picture somewhere. Like, every part of me just felt swollen. I didn't have any clothes that was entering me, and like, I think I had just one gown. That's all I had. It was just one particular gown, so I just kept repeating and repeating. I didn't have any, like, if we're going to church, I didn't have any single dress I could even wear to go to church. It was that bad. Then, like, normally whenever I want to exercise, I always see skipping as like my go-to exercise. Like, when I skip, I'm able to burn calories here and there, and then reduce and all of that. So like, that was going to be my plan in 2021 when I decided that, okay, I'm going to start exercising. I already had my skipping rope and everything. I was like, okay, I'm going to start skipping. But then my sister was like, why don't we try this? I was like, okay, let's try it. I was so excited. Like, I was already dreaming about how the fat was going to burn out immediately. Like, that first week I'm going to start, like, I'm going to lose all the weight, but it doesn't happen that way. I learned that the hard way. Then, like, I couldn't even sleep because I was so excited. I got dressed early in the morning, and then we decided to start. Okay, I know I've been teasing this exercise that I did, but it was just walking. That's all I did. All I did was walk. So early in the morning, I got my trainers on and we walked. We went around once, and then when we came back, I decided to skip. Then we went a second day, and like that. And then my sister was like, why don't we try going twice? So we went twice, and we had gotten the first one. By the second one, I was dying because I was trying to keep up with my sister's pace, which is something you shouldn't do. If you're somebody that's just starting to walk, don't try to keep up with someone's pace. Like, create a pace for yourself and go with it. So I was trying to keep up with my sister's pace, and it didn't really go as planned. But then, like, as I kept doing it, I kept enjoying myself. So I went from taking 5,000 steps a day to taking 10,000 steps a day to even 15,000 steps. Then my sister was like, let's try taking 20,000 steps a day. I was like, that's plenty. But then I eventually did that, and then, like, I've been doing that consistently. Okay, not really consistently, but I've been doing that a lot, and so far so good. Like, the amount of weight I've been able to lose by just walking is crazy to me. Like, if you had told me this in 2020, like, if you want to lose weight, all you just have to do is walk, I'll be like, you're lying to me. But that's all I did. Okay, well, I also had to be in a caloric deficit in order for me to lose weight. But then the only exercise I ever did was walk. I was always walking. Like, I'm honestly still shocked that like all I ever do every morning is walk, and I'm able to lose so much weight. In my house, my mom calls me Johnny Walker. Like, I just do that because I just keep walking. I don't know why, but like at a point it became like a very big obsession for me. I don't know if it has changed, but like I don't always feel myself if I haven't taken a walk, because whenever I'm like confused, like I'm feeling down on anything, like just going on a walk, just it changes everything for me. It takes me right back up. Like I become very clear-minded, and it has been so far so good. So another thing I've been doing is like I set a target for myself. So like when I first took my first 10,000 steps, I felt so happy with myself. Like I was so happy with myself. Then I increased it to 20,000 steps. And then last year was the first time I ever got 30,000 steps. I remember the day I got 30,000 steps, I was so happy with myself. I was so happy with myself. But then like I always saw 30,000 steps as like a very big challenge, because that's a lot of steps to take in a day if you think about, like it's plenty. So I decided like the beginning of this year I was going to take at least 30,000 steps a day in order to get my 1 million step goal in January. So I started off taking 30,000 steps. Then at a point I was like, if I continue taking just 30,000 steps a day, I'm probably not going to be able to get to this goal. So I increased it to 35,000 steps. And then for the first time in my life, I got 40,000 steps. That day, like, it wasn't necessarily planned, but then I was so happy. I've gotten 40,000 steps. I've taken 45,000 steps. I'm even taking 50,000 steps. Like, that was an impromptu. I was just sitting one day. I had taken my 30,000 steps in a day. I was happy. It was complete and everything. And I was just like, well, let's just try taking 50,000 steps. And then I did it. I felt so accomplished. It was the biggest accomplishment. I think I've taken like 55,000 steps, but I haven't taken up to 60,000 steps. That's still the goal I haven't been able to reach. If you have been watching so far, I would appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel and like this video, and also share this video if it's been helpful to you thus far. Thank you. And another thing that like I have been noticing is that I've been noticing people now walking. It's just like that, like the fact that you've actually been able to influence people to realize that like walking is also a form of exercise, and you can actually lose so much weight by just simply walking. Like when I go through all my videos and pictures of the amount of weight I've been able to lose, like I'll probably do like a before and after. It's a lot. It's honestly a lot, and all I just had to do was walk. So that's why I say it's the easiest form of exercise. Like that's the easiest cardio you can ever do, because you don't even see it as exercise because you're walking at your own pace. It's not like you're brisk walking. I don't brisk walk. I walk at my pace because I realized that doing that, it hurts my stomach once I'm done. So I don't brisk walk. I walk at my pace. Sometimes I have my headphones on. Sometimes I don't have my headphones on. Cause I just enjoy walking because I get to look around, see what's happening, just enjoy myself. And the added bonus is that I'm able to lose a ton of weight. I couldn't be happier. Still can't be happier. Sometimes when people see me, they're like, oh, you're done with jogging. I'm like, I don't jog. All I do is walk. That's all I do. And some people still find it very hard to believe that that's all I do. But that's simply what I do every single morning. And it has been very good rather. It's been very good. And also the fact that I've actually been able to influence people in my a state, an environment to actually start walking. Like when I see some people walk nowadays, I'm like I don't say it out because I have issue. I'm very shy. I can't be talk. I don't know how to talk to people. But then like I just smile in my mind. I'm like, oh wow. So just by looking at me, you've actually decided that you want to start walking. Like, like I feel proud of myself that I could probably say something like a difference in the way I look and all of that that triggered this whole walking, and it's been good. It's been really good. So last week I took 40,000 steps for more than 2 days. Like that's the most I've ever done. I did that for 5 days. I didn't really check like my food intake, but I was still able to lose weight just by simply walking. Everyone knows that the only reason I've been able to maintain this weight is just because of I've been consistently walking. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope this video has been helpful to you, and I hope you also realize that like you don't need to pay for like a gym membership. You don't need like a personal trainer. All you just need to do is walk and you lose your weight, and you lose the weight rather. It's very easy to do. We've all been doing, like if the place isn't that far, rather than driving or entering like public transport or anything, just try walking. You'll feel good, you burn some calories, and yeah. Thank you so much for watching once again, and bye.